going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about 5 things that you should not do. My eyes watering? My eyes red? It's like I'm smoking something, which I don't. But 5 things you shouldn't do if a guy starts pulling away. Now, if you watch me enough, you probably know all these, but I wanted to put a couple of them in a video, okay? Several of these in a video, so you know. If you do this shit, it's your fault. You're watching this video. You know better. Shame on you. Smack, 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 okay? So number 1 is to react. I always say reacting is the worst thing a woman can do when a guy pulls away. And when I say reacting, it's, like I said in another video, you have a baseline. And when the guy does something, it's a right to confront a guy about things. Like a typical argument, but when you start to, like, you know, flip out and you're off your baseline by a long shot, it's just like, come on now, it's crazy. Here's a great example. Let me get into. Here's a great example. If a girl, I always have girls say, you know, if I reach out to a guy, it makes me seem clingy. No, it doesn't. What makes you seem clingy is how you react. So, for example, if you text me and I didn't text you back, okay? Reacting would be sending a, like, really, question mark, or dot, or where, you know, or just keep on sending all these texts and things like that. That's reacting. If you don't do anything at all and then I respond, that's much, much better, okay? You're only going to hurt yourself when you react. So when he's pulling away, don't react. I always say give it 3 or 4 days and then reach out again. Do not react. There's no reason to, okay? We get in our own heads and we start to, hold on, can I draw on my damn, I'm in my car with my windows, I can draw on my damn window. I'm gonna draw something here. Let me draw a little Elliot Scott heart. But, ADHD. But yeah, don't overreact, okay? Number 2, it's creating a downward spiral. Usually when you react and you get in your own head, you start to create a downward spiral. You start to flip out, you start to freak, you start to become needy and clingy, and then you start to question yourself, and then you start texting and be like, what the hell, what's wrong? I thought this or that, or you said this and that. And then it just pulls him away. You start to build tension, not sexual tension, the bad kind, right? The bad kind. And you just start to pull away. You ruin attraction. Attraction is all about moving forward, progressing, and unfolding. When you start to do those kind of things, it's the exact opposite. You're throwing obstacles in the path, and it's just going to create destruction, okay? So do not get in your own head. Again, just wait 3 or 4 days. Easier said than done, I know. You know, I'm not saying a guy should do this stuff to you. It's not right. But at the same time, you can stop that by just saying, I don't accept that. I don't want that in my life. But I know how a lot of women are, and they are not like that, okay? We all hold on to hope and things like that, and hope this guy changes, or hope this guy's different, or hope that he comes back because you like him. But you can stop this stuff and tell him to fuck off. You can literally say, nah, I'm not cool. I'm not cool. You haven't talked to me in 3 days. Peace. But I know a lot of you aren't going to do that. I'm calling you out, okay? Number 3 is suddenly becoming needy or clingy. Self-explanatory. We don't have to go through this, but usually when a guy pulls away, they say whatever you chase runs away. Simple as that, right? So when you start to, and there's nothing wrong with chasing, you just have to know your limits, okay? Cat and mouse can be fun. I'm not saying play hard and get, but you know, a little bit of it from 2 healthy people who know they're interested in each other can be fun. It can build sexual tension, it can build flirting, or it can be a little flirtatious and things like that. A very minimal amount from 2 healthy egos who have confidence and don't have a lot of insecurities and know that they're attracted to each other. It will work, okay? But if you don't, you seem to over chase. I'm telling you, if a guy gives you an inch, you take the mile. You run that whole mile in probably like 3:57 flat. You know, that's not flat. We'll say 4 minutes flat. And then you're wondering, like, what the hell? Why is he running away? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? It's because you're over pursuing with the needy and clinginess. Just relax, girl. Just relax. Okay, number 4, sorry, we skipped 1. Number 4, you're putting yourself down. Do not put yourself down. Do not get in your own head. Again, this goes back to number 2. It will create a downward spiral. If you can get anything out of this, I would say it would be number 1 and number 2. Do not react, because reacting will cause a downward spiral, and a downward spiral will do all this together times 10 and ruin your fucking life and ruin your chances with them, okay? So do not do it. Number 5 is do not overtext. Do not overtext him, okay? If he doesn't respond, he doesn't respond. That's life, okay? Sorry to tell you, if like I was saying earlier in the video, if you overtext, you start sending question marks, and you start sending this, and you start sending that, and you start sending, hey, where are you? What's going on? No, stop, just chill, man. I'm gonna say it 100 times in this video. Just chill. You do not need all that, okay? If he doesn't respond, he doesn't respond. If he likes you, he will respond. He will come back. He will reach out to you, okay? Eventually. And again, if you don't accept that, if that's something you don't want in your life, which I don't blame you. If a guy talks to you every 3 days, then that might not be okay with a lot of you. But there's some people like me, for example, who truly are busy making these videos. I had 100 fucking clients today. Last thing I want to do is talk on the phone, because all I do is talk on the phone. I'm not saying that's his excuse, but sometimes he's working and he doesn't want to talk on the phone, or he doesn't want to text. I always say texting becomes more of a chore and obligation. It feels like a hassle over time. So when you start to overtext, especially when he's pulling away, it's only going to make it worse. With that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care. Stop chasing. Stop, well, no, I was going to say, we'll get into it later. I love you. Take care and peace.